Hi, everybody. I don't know if you can see me. I'm not that smart, but I'm telling you, we're having a little difficulty with the techno side of things today. But hey, I've got a guest for you. You're going to love her. I do. So I want to introduce you to her. So I forgot to ask her how to pronounce her Italian last name. So I'm going to guess Grace Pioccio.
Okay. Fiocco is very close. It's Fiocco with a hard C. And the joke I tell is you remember it with the hard C because I could be a cunt. Ah.
Let me just tell you that she is balls to the wall, edgy, and funny. And let me just go into this intro that she sent me. It's amazing. She says, here we go. She says, I've been doing stand up for about 4 years now, performing consistently and really dialing in her voice on stage. I know that to be true. She was a finalist in the Long Island Laugh Off, which is a huge big deal in 2024, and Aragona's comedy contest. Wow, which were big steps for her. Let's move forward a little. Some of the clubs she's been performing in include all over Long Island, the Mohegan Sun Broadway Comedy Club, Greenwich Village Comedy Club, Eastville Comedy Club. These all end with comedy club, by the way. Um, and she's been a regular host at Governor's, which is a huge big deal in the big room, and she's been a regular guest on Knock 'em Dead, the comedy podcast out of Governor's Comedy Club that has Tony Walker, Rosie Fuminara. She's been on there many, many times. You're going to love her. You're going to just love her. I can't tell you anymore. Let's get into it. Welcome, Grace Fiocco with the hard C's.
Thank you so much, Linda, for having me. This is great.
I'm
Oh,
so
this is great.
glad. I'm so glad you're here. Since we're on a time frame, because Zoom doesn't know I paid and they're going to cut us off in 20, would you take us
Okay.
through growing up being Grace? Like, what was that? Let us picture little Grace growing up,
Okay.
any odd, weird, hard, stupid, scary jobs you've done to make it, and how you got into comedy. Who's helped
Okay.
you? Tell us.
All right, here we go. Little Grace was funny. I always had that little edge about me, even as a kid. I like to say I get that from my dad. Um, just always into trouble, always, doing things. I did all right at school. Like I used to say, C's and D's get degrees. But, I graduated. I'm a college graduate. I graduated from East Stroudsburg University with a communications degree. In college, I didn't do comedy. I was in a sorority, and I just made my friends laugh. And the person that pushed me the most, I would say, would be my dad. Like, he would always be like, "You're so funny. Just do it. Just get on stage. Just get yourself together." He's like, "Just be you. You're funny." And in 2017, he had passed away. He had cancer from 9/11. He was down on the pile, a local 3 electrician for 9/11, and he had gotten sick. In 2017, he passed away. And I
So
swear to God,
sorry.
Linda,
I'm so
oh,
sorry.
thank you. Thank you. The day he died, he had 2 words of wisdom to me. He was like, "You have to get a dog for your kids because they never wanted a dog. And I got a fucking dog." And he was like, "Get on stage and do your comedy." He goes, "It's funny. You're good." So I got my shit together. I wrote. I always wanted to do this. Back in the day, I did a few open mics, before I had kids and stuff like that. But I got married young and I had 3 kids. And this isn't a business that you can leave 3 young kids as a mother and go do nighttime comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like CPS would be knocking at my door. So it is what it is. I still wrote. I have a notebook that I've been writing in for 20 years. Like if anybody ever found that, I'd be committed. Like they would arrest me. They'd be like, this lady's insane. But I always wanted to do it. And then I finally got the balls up. I did, an open mic, and then somebody directed me to Governors. And I took the comedy class with John Truson, who is, amazing. As a mentor, as somebody for advice, he teaches the class. He was very instrumental in me, finding me. Like anybody can be funny. Like I can do a bar set like nobody's business. When I'm drinking my friends at the bar, I'm fucking crushing. But sometimes that doesn't really, transition to the stage. So I was kind of worried how I was going to, find me. But thank God, it's been going well. I look at my early stuff, my early shows, and I was like, wow, like I've come so far from that. Not to say it was not good because, I'm a fucking narcissist. We all have a little narcissism in us, Linda, to do this. But, just I think it's very important to find who you are on stage. Like if you're taking advice from all of these people and they're telling you, do it this way, do it that way, or whatever, it's going to be, kind of in their voice. Like you need to find who you are and you have to stick with that. Even if people are telling you, listen, that's not you. You should do this. You're funnier this way. You're funnier like that. You got to stick to you. And and I love advice. I do, because there's people that have been doing this for years and years, and I take all the advice. But it's funny. I've noticed the difference between male and like female comedians. Like everybody has no problems telling a female comedian, oh, that was good, but do it this way. That was good, but it'd be funnier if you did it like this. And I very rarely see my male counterparts getting off stage and someone being like, yeah, that was good, but try it like this. Like it's just a different animal. And I feel that women internalize it more and they're like, I got to change and I got to do what they say and I have to be this person. And once I got rid of all that shit, Linda, I fucking took off because you got to be you. Right, wrong, and different. You got to say what you want to say. You got to be what you want to be. And that's how it goes. And honestly, that's what worked for me.
I love this because you can't be anything for anybody else if you're nothing for yourself.
Right.
And I'm really learning that. And that is so good to hear you say that at your 4 years in, 4.5 years in, for you to know that lesson already. Kudos to you. And thank you for sharing that. Oh my gosh. Yes. So who are some of the people that have come along and helped you since you got in, and you've done a lot of places. So where would you say for a brand new comedian coming in, where do you think they should start, like open mic, and where should they try to get on a show? Like how do they know if a room is right for them? Like give us some tips.
Okay. So I 100% will stand on, you got to go to an open mic. You just got to get your balls up. You got to get up there. And honestly, it's going to go horrendous. Like open mics are not where you're going to get the applause and the crowd. It's where you do your work. Like the gym, which I know nothing about. I'm not a gym person, but apparently people that go there, they get their reps in and they work out and then whatever. But that's what I look at an open. Allegedly, I don't go. But, that's where you start. And then you have to be nice to people. You have to be engaged. You have to give off that you want to be there, that you want to do this comedy gig. Not like you rolled out of bed and you're annoyed that you're there. That doesn't really bode well. Like, you can't show up late to the open mic and be like, put me up first so I can get out of here. That's not good. You have to really be engaged. And if you really do feel that this is for you, I had the luck at Governors. I will forever be indebted to Governors Comedy Club. They have been nothing but wonderful to me. So I've been lucky. I am a funny comedian, so that's, but they really, really, have been putting me on and they're wonderful to work for. I had a lot of shows with producer John Batera.
Yes,
out in Long Island. He's another great producer. You get on the shows. You have to do the work. Every show is not going to be Netflix worthy. You're going to be there with 20 comedians, but you're going to fucking smile and you're going to do your best because you're doing what you love. If
exactly.
you love this, then it's not work.
Exactly.
And this is me, and this is how I do it. Everybody else has different styles, and whatever works for them, but I know I have to write, and I'm a writer. I've always been a writer. I have to write things down. I have to work it out, like that. I write alone. I don't enjoy like a writing group. In an open mic, I do like, feedback. If I do a joke and a comedian's there and it's like, all right, that's funny, but workshop a little bit, I enjoy, but I will not sit in a writing session with other comedians. It doesn't work for me.
Got it. And
I sit there
we're
and we
going to
laugh,
be, I hate to interrupt, Grace, because I know that you can sometimes be a cunt, but I have to interrupt you.
Yes,
I need you to
go
laugh
right ahead.
Okay, so it's gonna cut us out in 3 minutes. So tell us where to catch you and
Okay.
follow you.
Okay. On Instagram and TikTok, it's Grace FIOCCO Comedy. You can follow me there. I have a show July 17th at the Giggle Room at Governor's. I will be on that show. I do a lot of Governor's the fundraisers on Sundays and Thursdays. You can catch me there. And yeah, follow me. Definitely follow me on Instagram because all of my stuff and everything that I do is always up there. It's always promoted. And, that's where you find me. I make videos. Sometimes you can laugh at me and my nonsense. And that's pretty much it. And I love doing this. I
That's
love
so
it.
great. I might be having something come up at West Side, and I'll let you know how it is that's going to work. It's like a class graduation show, but it's just a 4-hour class, so it's no big deal. But anyway,
Okay.
I would love you to
Okay.
be part of the graduation show as a feature, not just one of the students. So I'll get a hold of
Oh,
you.
thank you so
Remind
much.
me
I
if I
appreciate that. Yeah, let me know, Linda.
remind me if I forget because I'm a dense head. I'm a dense.
Okay, I
I'm
gotcha.
not like you. I'm not edgy. I'm self-deprecating. Okay. Thank you so much, Grace Fiocco. I love you a lot. Thank you for
You're
coming.
very welcome. Thanks, Linda.
I'll be sending it to you to share.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Linda. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Grace.
Thank you.
Yay.